Hi everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates. I'm Vanessa Kelly, the founder of Function Pilates located here in Tempe, Arizona. And today I'm back with another Wednesday workout, but this session is a little different. For the first time on the Function Pilates YouTube channel, I'm working with a male guest. Christian is an avid cyclist who has spent years training on the bike and is currently preparing for a major cycling event this fall. But despite being an experienced athlete, he has never taken a Pilates session before and has never been on any of the Pilates equipment. So honestly, that's what makes this session so interesting. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that if you're athletic, strong, and in great shape, movement will automatically come easily. But Pilates has a unique way of exposing the areas your sport isn't training. So throughout this session, you're going to see years of cycling show up in real time through his posture, movement patterns, mobility restrictions, and core control. And from his assessment, I noticed a left shoulder rotation, a right hip rotation, externally rotated feet, a left head tilt, and a slightly forward head posture and a flatter back pattern overall. So we also saw tight hips, tight hamstrings, and underactive glutes, which are all common patterns I see in cyclists. One of the most interesting things you'll notice is that what happens when we place his legs into tabletop. Even though he's incredibly fit, you'll see significant shaking because he's relying heavily on his hip flexors instead of accessing his deep core system efficiently. So what I love about this workout is that it gives you a real life look at how to teach someone who is completely new to Pilates, how much information to give them, what posture corrections matter most, and how do you provide hands-on corrections while still making the session enjoyable and successful. So these are the big decisions every great instructor has to make. And you'll notice that I don't spend a lot of time teaching every Pilates principle during his first session. For someone brand new, my goal is to help them move better. I want them to feel successful and leave feeling stronger and more connected to their body. So the deeper conversations around breathing, neutral spine, and movement mechanics can be layered in over time. I just didn't do a ton of that in this session. So whether you're a cyclist, an athlete, someone considering Pilates for the first time, or you're an instructor looking to improve your teaching skills, I think you're going to get a lot out of this session. So if you're watching this as an aspiring Pilates instructor, this is exactly the type of assessment, critical thinking, and individualized programming we teach inside the Function Pilates Teacher Training Academy. Our goal is to create thinking, confident instructors, not instructors who simply memorize choreography. So if you're already a certified instructor looking to elevate your teaching skills and mentor future instructors, our Master Trainer program may be the perfect next step. So as you're watching today's session, I'd love for you to leave a comment below and tell me what surprised you the most about Christian's first Pilates experience. Okay, enjoy the session. So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna go into what we call footwork. So we're gonna basically warm up all the lower portion of your body. This is gonna help to strengthen your ankles, your knees, and your hips. So I'm gonna have you start with a few different variations, the first one being with your heels on the foot bar. And I'm gonna have you separate your feet just a tad. Okay, so flex your feet, so pull your toes up towards the ceiling. Exactly. I'm okay with your hands being there, but if you get to a point where you're like, I just don't wanna have them sitting on top of me, you can place them beside you, okay? Let's go ahead and flex, and I'm gonna have you go ahead and, you're going to press out to two straight legs. You're basically going to extend. So as you push pressure into this bar, you're gonna fully go into straight legs. Yep, continue, continue, continue. Good, and then you're gonna go ahead and bend your knees. So I'm just giving you an idea what this feels like since this is completely foreign to you.
This is brand new.
Okay, go ahead and extend, straighten out, and back in. So we're gonna do this multiple times. So I'm gonna have you just kind of get in your own rhythm here as you straighten your legs and bend your knees, and we're going to eliminate you coming into pause, okay? So I'm gonna
Coming into what?
Pause, like you are. So I'm gonna have you straighten your legs out all the way. And then as you bend your knees, I'm gonna have you pause right here and then press back out again. Yes, so you see
So
what I'm
before
saying?
I come all the way
You're not
back.
going to relax. Yeah, you're just going to go ahead and continue to build into more tension in your legs. Yeah. So you're pausing and then you're pressing out.
So I don't want to hit, what's this?
The carriage.
The carriage, I don't want it to hit.
Yes, you don't want it to hit the carriage. You want it to basically, like once you feel like that, you're coming in all the way, that's when you know you've gone too far. So right there, that looks good. So I'm gonna tweak some things as you're working through this. I'm gonna have my hands here. I want you to maintain connection with my hands as you press out, which is going to change the way this probably feels for you. So you're maybe using some different muscle groups that you weren't necessarily using before. Okay. I'm gonna have you do this another 3 more times. Press and bend. Good. And 2. And your right side's working harder because I can feel that already. Last one, come back in. You're applying pressure more on your right side than your left side.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then come back in again.
I can feel it on the bar.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right, we're gonna shift your positions. I'm gonna move your toes down to the foot bar for me. And we're gonna get all of your toes connected there. I'm gonna challenge you a little bit. I'm gonna see if you can lift your heels up a little higher and see if we can maintain this position the entire time. So you're gonna go ahead and press out to straight legs again. Good, and then you're gonna bend your knees to come back in. Beautiful, good. So what I'm seeing here is that the ankles are wanting to roll out naturally, okay? So I wanna see if you can actually apply pressure more in the big toes here and have all of your metatarsals, so your toes on especially your right side, because it's just not actually connecting as much as your left side is when you're doing this. Like literally place all of them down. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So if we need to move, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna have you move it down a little bit. Yes, and then go ahead, lift your heels up slightly. What does that feel like for you?
It feels like all the muscles in my leg are being worked. My calves, the front of my calves, my quads, and my hamstrings.
Okay.
Like I'm pedaling.
Okay. Did it change the way it was feeling when I adjusted your toes down? Or does it
I can tell the difference.
Okay, like you're working harder.
It's more stable now.
Okay, good.
So it's not harder or less, it's just I've gotten a better base.
Okay, perfect.
Because when you said that part of my foot wasn't touching, I could feel that. And then after you put my foot on, I could feel the whole foot, which felt like a stronger foundation. And it didn't hurt as much in my legs after.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does in a sense where it's like you're not using probably a more focused muscle group than now it's like well distributed around. Like there's multiple muscles that are assisting you with the effort.
Right. And it almost felt like originally when not all my toes were on, other parts were compensating.
Okay. Hold it right here. Heels together, keep your toes exactly where they're at. Just connect your heels. This is what we call our Pilates V. So just think of like a slice of pizza here, okay? Your knees are gonna be as wide as your shoulders, so right about there. And then as you straighten your legs, you're gonna start to feel your inner thighs like turn on a little bit more. So they're gonna feel like a little bit warmer. So go ahead and press out. And I'm just checking on you from the back here, because this is one of the places where I can identify like if the heels are disconnecting, which you're doing a good job now that I said that. And it's also just really nice to see which side is pressing and dominating more. So can you put a little bit of pressure into your left heel? So like push your left into your right, just like, yeah, like a tad right there. And continue with that same positioning. Beautiful. And how's the weight feel of the springs?
I feel the resistance. It feels almost just right. Like I wouldn't want more.
Okay.
And less would seem like it's not enough.
Okay. Good. Let's do one more here. So you can see like we're doing anywhere from like 50 to 60 repetitions as we're changing variations, but it just challenges you in different ways because of the foot placements here. So I'm gonna have you bring your heels back up. We're gonna go out wider, all the way out to the side, just like that. And then you're going to flex your foot. So make sure your heel feels like it's in a good positioning as you straighten your legs again here, okay? So extend and then return. So like we did earlier, I want you to stay in contact with my hands. Just stay in contact. You don't have to like press so firmly, but just making sure that you can have that connection.
Is me lifting my toes that way compensating for something?
Not necessarily, but you were, I'm gonna actually press into your feet, but you were like rocking your feet back. And when I have, like if you pretend like there is a wall right here and you're keeping your feet against the wall, not disconnecting, what do you feel is enabling in your actual feet, ankles, legs?
It feels more, the only word I can think of is structured. It feels more complete, like if there's a better foundation for going back and forth. Where when I'm lifting my feet like that, it's like I'm struggling or, in the water going like that. Okay.
That's good. Good imagery. Okay, all you. Let's do about 3 more here.
Like I want to make it easy. For some reason, lifting my feet towards me, my toes towards me, makes it feel like it will be easier.
Yeah, and that's very common. That's something that most people will end up doing. But when we actually have the ankles more stable this way, it's going to activate the different calf muscles, like so different peroneal muscles and soleus, and that's what you are probably feeling as well. Okay, so hold it right there. Let's have you move it down to your toes. So you're going to drop it down, but in that wider stance. So we're not gonna change anything.
And by the way, all my leg muscles are warm.
Good. Let's lift your heels up. We're almost complete. Is it fatiguing at this point, or?
I'm scared of what you're gonna do next. What you're gonna do next.
This is just like a series of like footwork variations that we do just to start to warm up the larger muscle groups, but yeah.
I definitely am warming up.
Okay, good. All right, so again, let's move your toes down a little bit more, just like that. So you have a better grip on the foot bar and then a slight elevation with the heels, and we'll press out to 2 straight legs. Good, and then back in again. Good. So I haven't even spoken about like the breathing today, and I'm not going to talk so much about the breath. I just want you right now to breathe as like, just continue to breathe instead of like holding your breath, like focus on just breathing in general. Just because this is so foreign and new to you, I don't want to overwhelm you in like your first session. Nice. But it's just about like getting acquainted and getting a feel for like, what is this doing? And how is it applying to my body and things like that too. All right, let's go here for another 3. Good, extend out for 2. Try to relax through your neck and your shoulders.
Whoa.
1 more, pressing out.
That totally changed things.
As you were like relaxing more into it and not so tense. Yeah. And then bring it back in. Okay, so we're gonna go into some calf raises. So I'm gonna move your feet back into the center. You're gonna stay on your toes there. And I'm lining up, like when I'm adjusting you, I'm lining you up with your hip bones, okay? So that's what I'm looking for. Ankles are in line with your knees are in line with your hip bones. So the bony parts of your pelvis here. So you're gonna extend your legs out to 2 straight legs once again. You're going to drop your heels underneath the foot bar. Yep, so you should feel a stretch here. Does that feel okay?
Feels great.
Okay, now I want you to very slowly with control, you're gonna lift your heels up all the way to your highest point that you can go, and then very slowly, you're going to lower your heels back under the foot bar. Yes, and then very slowly, you're gonna lift them up, and then back down again. And back up. So as we articulate through the ankle here, that's what we're focusing on, and strengthening all the intrinsic muscles of the feet here. And lift, clearly the joints need this too. Well, because with cycling, you're like flat footed the whole time, right? Like you're just in a flat shoe.
No, it's angled up
going.
a little bit.
Okay. But there is no, like with running, you have like this sense of like movement pattern. With cycling, it's just stable and steady.
Back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward.
There's not really any exercise in the feet is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's all like...
You want a good solid sole connected to the pedal so that the pedal kind of becomes part of the foot.
Mm-hmm. Let's go in for another 2 more.
Are my knees bending in?
No, they're looking good. Last time. I'm gonna have you lift up to 2 straight legs here, high heels, hold. You're gonna bend your right knee, allow this left leg to go underneath the foot bar. So bend this knee and drop this heel under, and then you're going to switch to the other side.
Okay.
Little coordination, one of the Pilates principles, because you gotta really think about like, okay, what's actually happening? How do I get this simultaneous movement pattern?
How much pressure should my foot that has the knee up be on the bar? The same as the other leg?
Ideally, it's gonna feel a little loose after, because there's not much pressure here at this point. Right. So it's gonna feel like the weight transferred over to the left side now, and then it's gonna transfer over to the right side.
Because I feel this one in my back. I don't feel like pain. I can feel like my hips rotating, I think. So here I'm flat. There I'm flat and straight. Mm-hmm. Go back like this. I can feel like this part of my body lift up.
Okay.
Which I didn't feel on the left side.
Okay, that's a good observation. So we're gonna keep a note on that one. All right, let's do this 2 more times. Drop the right heel under, bend the left. And just try to just like kind of relax the hips in, like try not to move with it. So I'll speak more on the stability aspect of it in a moment. But that's where we end up using our core muscles in order to prevent a lot of that hip rotation, or elevation, I should say. And then go ahead and bend your knees and come right back in again. Okay, so I love that you observe that in your body, because that's the next piece that we want to talk about, is how do I engage the muscles there to prevent any shifting and rotation. So we're going to move into an abdominal series here, okay? So you can stay exactly where you're at. I'm just going to make some adjustments here with the springs, and then you're going to grab a hold of these handles, and we do need to make some adjustments. This feels shorter. If you straighten your arms up towards the ceiling, this feels shorter.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just go ahead and make this longer for you. So let me know when it feels like it's even.
That looks, yeah.
Does it feel even? Let me take a little.
Yes, yeah, like if I do this, it feels even.
Okay, let me just check, because I don't want to throw you off here. Yep, okay. So go ahead and hold on that. And think of your arms like in what we call these zombie arms. So it's like your wrists are over your shoulders. So you're gonna kind of pull on them a little bit and raise your fingers up towards the ceiling. So we're not gripping the handle. We're gonna go into what we call a tabletop position. So we're gonna have your legs actually in the air. So bring this right leg up in the air first, keep it bent. Yep, and then you're gonna bring this leg to join it. Yes, so you're in full control of the ropes here, okay? I'm gonna have you lift your heels up a little higher, and I want you to think about your back pressing into my hand here. Does that feel different? Mm-hmm. Like, can you feel that more engagement in your midsection?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to try to maintain that as best as possible. So I'm gonna remove my hand, and you're gonna start to drop your arms down beside you. Yep, all the way.
My leg's supposed to shake?
Maybe, yeah. You're gonna lower your arms down, so they're just gonna hover off the carriage. So fingertips are reaching straight ahead, like right about here. So don't ever touching the carriage. And then you're gonna bring your arms right back up again. Good, and you're gonna pause, hold, continue. We're just gonna lower those arms down. And so what I'm gonna do, because the legs are shaking so much, it's quite comical, but it's not. Let's have you cross your ankles. Okay, cross your ankles, separate your knees slightly, and lift your heels up higher. Does that feel any better?
No, this is actually taking like a lot of effort.
Okay. Yes, it is. Go ahead and continue. Tabletop in general is a lot of effort. Like just holding your legs is going to make this feel like it's working. Yeah. Is it better the other way?
They're the same.
Okay, bring your arms back up.
I actually like the other way better.
Okay, go back the other way. Just like that. Yes. And go ahead and continue. So we'll do one more like this, since you got a sense now.
I need to work this one a lot so my legs don't do that.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna add on for you. So the next time you bring your arms down, let's have you lift your head and chest. So you're looking directly down between your knees. Yes, you're like curling up, like flexion, correct. And then you're gonna lower your head down, you're gonna bring your arms back up again. Good. And then again, we're gonna curl up, look between your knees, and I'm checking from behind to see which side is actually lifting up higher than the other. Let's see, can we do 3 more? Nice and slow, lift, 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 up, up, up. Can we lift your left side up higher?
Shoulder or leg?
Your shoulder. Yes, there you go. And then lower back down. 2 more. Remember that feeling when my hand was underneath your low back. Think about pressing your low back into the carriage. Good. And lower back down. Let's do this one more time. How are the abs feeling? Are they feeling warm?
This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
Okay. One more here. And then lower back down. And go ahead and let's relax for a second. So just take a moment there. Bring your arms out wide, and then let's have you bring your knees to one side and just like windshield wipe your knees. You're just going back and forth. I'm just having you get a sense of like stretching out your low back to give you a little break.
That was one of the hardest exercises I've ever done.
Well, that's
dead serious.
Everything is facilitated right from our core, and that is going to honestly help you maintain, like, you know, I know you were working on like you're improving your speed against like the wind and stuff when you're cycling. Like this is going to keep you strong through. I don't know the language of cycling, so
totally believe it.
But I know what I'm trying to like get at. I was like, as you are getting stronger through here, you'll be able to
generate more power.
Yes. Great. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add a little different. So legs will go back into tabletop, but with the arm position, you're going to keep your arms out and then you're going to pull your arms in again. Okay. So first off, before we get started, I want you to set yourself where are you okay?
No, my right shoulder is not in a good place right now.
Yeah. So push out because we're not in the right place yet. So when you have your arms out in this position, I don't want them to go behind your shoulder. I want you to be able to see your arms in your peripheral vision here, okay? So is that not a good placement for...
probably doing something wrong with the way it's hurting my shoulder.
And you have already an injury on that
right shoulder? Yes, on my right shoulder.
Okay, so we're gonna just eliminate that variation all put together. Okay. And we're going to actually...
Would that have actually is that good therapy for my shoulder? Whatever you're gonna do?
I'd have to dig more into like what the actual, what's going on, because the movement, the pattern when it.
Yeah, I'd be worried about if I'm bending if I'm doing something that shoulder is going to give out.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and have your elbows bent here.
Okay.
Okay. So fingertips are looking back up at the ceiling, and I'm going to have you again bring this leg up into tabletop. Then you're going to bring this leg up into tabletop so that you have pressure into your handles. Okay. So with this, I'm gonna have you go ahead and start to straighten your arms out all the way. Good. And then you're gonna bend your elbows. Feel okay on the shoulder? Mm-hmm. Okay. So basically our muscle focus is gonna be on your triceps here. Mm-hmm. So you're feeling more the back of the arms working. Okay. So we'll do a few more like this, and then I'm gonna add on and do that flexion again with you, where you were lifting your head and chest up. Okay. So another 2 more like that. Keep pulling those ribs down. Think of pushing your low back into the carriage and lift your heels up higher. I'm doing this in order for you to prevent arching your low back here, okay? Now on this next one, let's go ahead and you're gonna lift your head and chest up. You're gonna straighten your arms and curl up. Curl, 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 up, 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 as high as you possibly can. Yes, and then you're gonna lower back down again.
Do I do lifting the head up at the same time I push my
Yeah,
hands
hang on just
down?
a second. I wanna drop your feet down. Can we scoot you off the shoulder blocks more? So you're not rubbing like so up against them. Yeah, and then your elbows are in next to you. So does that feel like a little bit more space? Mainly because I just want you to be able to flex up, but I feel like your shoulders were really cramped up against the blocks.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, so let's try that again. So one leg comes up in the air and then the left leg will follow. Okay, so again, inhaling here, and then you're going to curl your head and chest up. There we go, that's what I wanna see. And then lower back down again, good. And then again, think of inhaling through your nose. Think of an exhale when you curl your head and chest up. Lift, lift, lift. Beautiful, and lower back down. I'm gonna have you try this 3 more times. I really want you to focus on everything coming up at the same time and then lifting through your left side a little bit more. There, yes, that left side is a lot weaker. And we're gonna lift up for 2. Left side, left side, left side. Yep, and back down. 1 more. Beautiful, and bring it back down and resting your feet on that bar again. So just take a break, okay? How are we doing?
Good.
Good, okay, so hang out there for a second, take a breather. I'm going to add in your loops here, but I still am not like super happy with, okay, yeah, don't pull on that. Let's see. Okay, let me just change you out. I'm gonna put loops on you because what we're gonna do next is get your feet into the loops. So this is gonna be the fun part. This will be fun. This is always exciting to male clients and women too. Let's see here. Again. Yep, okay. So you're gonna go ahead and push out to straight legs again. And let's take your right foot into the loop. So you're gonna bend your knee so that you can, yes, there you go. Now I want you to keep pressure into this loop here so you're not gonna so you are in full, in charge of it, okay? Now you're gonna carefully take your left foot and place it through. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna have you straighten your legs out for me. I'm gonna walk you through what you should feel here, okay? So if we begin to lower your legs down towards the floor, what do you begin to feel with your low back happening?
Lifting up?
Yes, so I don't ever want you to feel that happening when we're doing this. So then you know that I can't go down any further because my low back is gonna lift up, okay? So when we lift your legs straight up towards the ceiling, what do you start to feel happening?
My low back stretch and go straight down.
Okay. Okay, anything else when we start to bring your feet closer to your chest?
My hamstrings.
Okay, so at this point, you're actually good here. So you're going to not do what some other people will do who have a little bit more flexibility, which is basically lift their tailbone up. So you're in a solid place here where you're stretching your hamstring.
Am I supposed to lift my tailbone up?
No.
Okay.
No, so it's good. So we're good.
Okay.
So we're just gonna play here. We're gonna just get a little idea of what this feels like. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and press your legs straight down towards the floor, only to the point where you again feel like your low back is gonna lift off. And
but don't push my low back down. Like I could.
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Can we do it again?
We're gonna do more.
I think I missed the point.
No, we're gonna continue to do more. So yes, we are gonna do it again. So you're gonna come right back up. And once you hit that point where you're like, okay, my tailbone might be lifting off the carriage, that's stopping point 2.
Okay.
You're gonna press it down again. Now, what I want you to think about, take your hands and place them on top of like the lower portion of your belly here. I want you to pull your belly button away from your hands. Okay, yes, do you feel that engagement in your abs? Like you actually are contracting your abs in order to do that, right? So I want that to help you stabilize through your hips as you're going through each of these movement patterns, okay? So we're gonna do this 3 more times, and I just want that to be your reminder. A lot of times, like having something to like pull away from is helpful. Okay, 2 more. How's this feel? You're doing great. Yeah. You're doing really good for not ever having your feet in the straps before.
Brand new.
Good. Last time, I'm gonna have you lower down, and then we're gonna go into what we call frog. So you're gonna go heels together, toes apart. Yep, you're gonna bend your knees in towards your chest, okay? So start to bend your knees as wide as your shoulders, keeping your heels together. And I'm gonna have you stop right here. Then you're gonna straighten your legs towards my hand. So use your inner thighs, like literally squeeze through your inner thighs, like there's a zipper at your ankles and you're zipping all the way up. Okay, bend your knees. I'll say that again. I know you were like, wait, what?
There's so much going on right now.
I know. That's probably too much. I'm talking too much, and I'm gonna like try to slow that down. So straighten your legs out towards my hand. Yes. The purpose here is that we are strengthening your inner thighs. So what does that mean? I want you to think about, like, when you're straightening your legs, that you are engaging your inner thighs, like you're contracting those muscles again. Okay, let's try this.
I can tell I'm using muscles that I don't normally use.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. You're definitely going to be feeling something, like not tomorrow, but most likely the next day.
Okay.
Because it might just be like, oh my God, what? It's not going to be that like painful sore, like if you were like doing deep strength training. This is going to be like a subtle, like, oh my God, yeah, that feels like, what did I do again? Oh yeah, I did Pilates the other day. That sort of thing. Okay, last time. Good. All right, so now we're gonna go into circles here, okay? So I'm gonna guide you, and I'm gonna have you start to separate your legs here, and you're gonna start to move them all the way back up to the top, okay? So again, you're gonna lower your legs down, straight, straight, straight. We're not bending, and you're gonna separate, and you're gonna circle. So basically what we're doing is we're helping to mobilize at the hip sockets. We're creating more synovial fluid, lubricating the hip joints. So again, when you're in a sedentary position that whole time, there's not a lot of lubrication, not a lot of mobilization happening either, just by sitting on the seat, right? Cycling. Good. And circle. And what I'm checking here is like which side is dominating it, like what's going out further than the other. Lower. We're gonna separate here. And yeah, your right side kind of wants to have a field day here. So let's limit the range of motion of how far the right side wants to go out. And you don't have to lower the legs down that low. Or do you feel like you're already increasing your flexibility?
No, it wasn't intentional.
Okay, so yeah, I would say to just come down to continue, like right about there, and then separate your legs, circle them up and around, and together. Good, let's try that one more time here. Right about there, yep, circle. And then you probably feel like you were more stable with this, right? You're not going out as wide, so we just limited your frame, and you're gonna reverse it. So now, you're gonna go ahead and open out to the sides. First, use that energy and then pull those inner thighs back together, and then bring the legs back up. And then you're gonna separate, you're gonna circle them around, squeeze them together, and then right back up. Good. Does one variation feel harder than the other?
The first way was more difficult.
Okay.
This one I feel I've got more control.
Okay, good. Back up. Let's go here for another 2. One more. And return back in. So bend your knees in towards your chest for me, just like that. Like, can you feel a stretch in your low back or your hips or anything?
In my lower back, yeah.
Like in a good way, bad way?
It's a good way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a nice...
A stretch is good, yes.
Yeah. Good, yes. So this would be also something that would like help to just release some of that pressure as well. Like these, with this, as you were doing, like when you were bending and straightening your legs, I almost would have had you like bring your knees in further just so that you can experience more of that stretch in your hips too. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to take you out of here. You're going to go ahead and take one foot out. We're going to find your foot bar just like that. And we're going to bring this. How are we doing? You okay on your back so far?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to have you bend your knees to come in. You're going to lift your head up slightly. I'm going to take your headrest down, and it's all the way flat now, so lower your head. And we're going to do a little bridging here. Okay, so this is really good to help promote stabilization in your hips and strengthen the hips as well. You're going to feel this a lot in the back of your legs also, so hamstrings.
Okay.
I'm going to have you come up to your heels and right about there. All right, so I will ask you to have your arms beside you on this one because I want you to use your arms as leverage. Like I want you to use your triceps. I want you to like press firmly into the palms as you go into this next exercise. I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we're basically going to avoid moving the carriage. I want you to just stay exactly where you're at with it, but your hips are gonna come up towards the ceiling, okay? Your head's gonna be exactly where it's at. The only thing that's moving here is you're going to lift your hips, all right? So think of an inhale. Take an inhale through your nose. And as you exhale everything out, I want you to press your hands down, press down into the bar and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Hold. Think of the knees coming in a little bit. There you go. And then lower everything back down again. Yes. See about coming back in. So you see how move the carriage a little bit. So think about pressing down into the foot bar instead of pushing away from it. All right. And it takes work. This is hard. This is hard to do.
It is. Yeah.
So take another inhale through your nose. And then as you press down into the bar, you're going to lift your hips. You're going to feel a lot more back of your legs. That looks really, really good. And then you're going to lower everything back down. Can we do 3 more like that? Because that was so good.
I will do my best.
Okay. So keeping that chest open, you're lifting. So think of squeezing your butt cheeks here to help stabilize through your hips. And then lower everything back down. 2 more. And we're going to lift up. Nice. Really open up the front of your hips. I feel like you're getting some more elevation with each one. This is your last one. So deep breath. And then exhale, we lift. Beautiful. And lower back down. Are you cramping?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna have you exit off. So the easiest way to do this is if you kind of turn to your side, then you can go ahead and sit yourself up. Okay, there. All right, so I'll have you stand and we're gonna go ahead and get into a stretch. So you're going to line up your left foot up against the shoulder block here, and you're going to turn and face this direction. So your hands are going to come here, your left foot's going to go up there, and then you're going to take your hands to the bar. All right, you're going to take your right foot and place it like right about here. So your big toe is under this metal bolt. Yes. All right, so from here, I'm going to have you bend deeply into your right knee. Like bend into the right knee and push back with your left leg. But you're gonna keep your arms straight.
Oh, wow.
So you're gonna go into a lunge. I think it's not that, yes, just like that. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna have you drop your shoulders. Can we push your knee, without moving your foot, push your knee back a little bit over your ankle, like right there, okay? Does that feel all right?
I don't know.
Okay, arms are straight, so kind of
like locked or?
Yeah, I'm okay because you don't have any hyperextension in your elbows or anything like that. So I'm okay with that. I'm gonna have you basically drop your right hip and lift your left. Again, watch the shoulders, but you should ultimately feel a stretch in your front of your left hip here, or your left quad, your thigh. Do you feel that?
I do down here.
Okay, but I'm gonna have you again because I want the knee not shearing over the ankle. Yes, that's a good correction. So then we're gonna transfer this into a hamstring stretch. So now I'm gonna have you straighten your right leg. Yes, into a straight leg. And once you're there, you're gonna push back with your left. And your hips are just gonna kind of fall with it. So drop your right hip, are you okay?
It's just tight.
Okay, drop your right hip for me. I'm gonna just kind of adjust you this way, but don't move your shoulders. There you go. So you are in charge of your own stretch. And think of your left hip going forward, right hip pulling back. Exactly. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
It's a very eye-opening experience.
Yeah, yes, I'm shocked.
Oh my gosh. And then go ahead and bring it back in. Let's go into this one more time. So I'm gonna have you go ahead, bend into your right leg, just like we did previously. So you're gonna bend deeply into your right knee, push out with your left.
Oh, go down by pushing it, okay.
Yes, shoulders are down, arms are straight. I'm watching that the knee is over your ankle. Relax your toes. Yes. Because there's so much like gripping, like especially when it's something so foreign to us, we're just like, what are we doing? But honestly, like it doesn't even matter. Some people have been doing this for years and they still, you know, they just like want to grip into the floor. They want to grip into their fists. They want to hold that tension into their shoulders. So that's why in Pilates, we're just constantly cueing, constantly like doing hands-on corrections so that you can just like relax into it. Yeah. Okay, let's do your hamstring stretch. So straighten out that right leg and you're gonna press on back.
And
You got it, yep. So push back with your left side.
wait.
So the carriage will move as you keep your right leg straight. Yep. Send your arms, hold it right there. Now let's make some adjustments. So you've gone too far, so bring it in more. And then again, I want you to adjust that hip. So right hip is gonna go down, left hip is gonna go forward, like that. Are you okay? Shoulders down, chest is up. Yeah. You were gonna say something.
I'm just figuring out where all my parts are supposed to go.
Yes.
I feel like my hips are crazy tight.
Yeah, I mean, they are tight. Yeah, they definitely are. And then let's go ahead and bring it back in
Let's
again.
just bend this.
No, we'll do the other side. So I know just when you got comfortable on this side, I'm asking you to walk around the other side to do that side.
Okay.
Yep. So bring it around. But that's the one thing is like, which is why I want to do more hands-on corrections so that you can remember like what it felt like in your body to do it again. So new side, new ways of working through it. So again,
is this right?
Shoulders down, push your knee back more, right about there. That looks good. Relax your toes. There. And then does this side feel tighter?
Can my whole hips feel tight?
Good, chest lifted. I'm gonna let go, try to maintain that. Yeah, the hips for sure. Good, and then breathe. Just breathe. And then I'm gonna have you go ahead and go into the hamstring stretch. So we're gonna straighten out your left side, and then you're gonna push back towards me. There you go, hold, keep this left leg straight, and then bring it in because we've gone too far. Bring this in. Straight as you straighten your left side, can we drop your left hip and bring your right hip back? This side is way tighter, huh?
Yeah. I have to do a lot of these.
What? Yeah, you do. Or a version of it at home. Yes. So bring it in more because I don't want you to have a bent knee. So I'd rather you come in further, like towards the mirror. And then if we just kind of torque this that way and this. Yeah, that is really tight. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and soften back in. We're gonna do the first one. So the lunge, remember you bend deeply into that left leg, left knee, push away from the bar with straight arms. There you go. Okay, think of your right hip going forward, left hip coming back. That's it. Yes. Deep breaths into it. Does it feel good at least?
It feels very good, actually.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah. No, it
Okay.
feels very good.
Straighten out your left leg and then press back for me. So we're going into your hamstring stretch, your version of the hamstring stretch. Again, hips, I'm back here because I'm watching the hips, but come in further because you're starting to tweak the hips, and I'd rather the left side doesn't have to go back as far. You can keep it, yes. Drop, breathe. Good. Another couple breaths there. And then go ahead and bring yourself back in. Okay, let's go into let's do this. Go ahead and step off for a second. I'm gonna have you do just a slight version of a plank today, okay? Just so you can really feel like, wow, I did a plank on the reformer, so you can tell all your friends.
Okay.
You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna face this direction. You're gonna bend your knees, have your hands on the foot bar, and your feet are gonna be supported by the shoulder blocks. Okay, so I have you on a medium and a light spring here. Once you're here, I'm gonna have you carefully start to straighten your legs and lift your knees off so that you can actually be in a plank position, okay? So once you're ready, press into that, lift your knees
Do
up.
it at the same time?
Yes. You got it. I know you can do it. Yes. So come back down for a second. Now, are you able, when I'm looking at your toes here, are you able to kind of go into that runner's lunge where you're, able to kind of stretch out your toes a little bit? Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm not touching the shoulder things though.
You will eventually, because
Okay.
I know when you stand up, you're going to have to, okay?
Okay.
So same thing, I'd rather your toe positioning looks like that than what it did before.
Okay.
All right, because you have more stabilization. All right, so when you're ready, you're gonna go ahead and lift your knees, and you're gonna come up, and you're gonna hold. Now pause right here, push into my hand. Yes, drop your shoulders, you got it. Continue to breathe, open up the neck. Now bring your chest this way. Yes, and then push it back, just like you did. Keep pressing into my hand. Up, 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 yep. Don't let it go into your low back. Bring it this way, like I'm pulling you to straight. One more time, you got it. Press into my hand, press it back. Keep breathing. It's like a string is pulling you forward. Beautiful. Bend your knees and come back down. Good. Are you okay?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and step on off. And we're gonna go into a little bit of arm work here. So I'm gonna get you on the long box, and you're gonna actually have a seat. You're gonna sit here with your feet on the headrest, okay? And then go ahead and grab a hold of these, just like that. Actually, I'm gonna have you cross your ankles. So cross your ankles and allow your knees to kind of open out wide. Does that feel better on your hips?
I like that.
Okay, you're gonna go ahead and take your arms beside you. So your fingertips are looking down at the floor. And then I'm gonna go ahead and focus on your posture here. So we're gonna lift your chest, drop your shoulder. So when you drop your shoulders, try not to collapse into your chest. So lift, yes. And then lift a little bit more. Do you feel the difference how this is work just sitting here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. I have you still in a medium and a light spring. We're gonna see how we go with this because I don't want you to lose your form. But you're gonna go ahead and press straight back. So you're gonna pull the ropes behind you, and then you're gonna start to slowly bring it forward. So I'm gonna have you look straight ahead for me at this black strap. And what we're doing is I want you to feel like the muscles from here are doing the work, not necessarily your arms. We're gonna try to keep these heavy buckets of water sitting on your shoulders as you press. Good, hold. You feel how like you're compensating if you push back too much. So I want you to avoid that. So it's okay to have a shorter range of motion because I don't want you to compensate your form or the feeling that you are getting here. Okay, so lift up a little bit more, hold that. Think of your abs pressing into my hand. Continue with the arms. Hold, right there. Yes, and then release your arms. Stay tall. Yep. And again, focus from the muscle groups here. Hold, right there. Because if you go any further, everything's gonna like collapse. And then bring it forward. Good, abs are in towards my hand. And pull. You got it. Long neck. And release your arms. 3 more. They can go further, forward, 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 forward. And then press it back. 2. And bring it forward. I'm gonna let go on this last one. Stay with it. Nice and tall. Beautiful. And release it. Good. Feel okay? All right, you're gonna take those ropes and the loops, you're gonna place them through your elbows, like all the way up. And we're gonna focus on strengthening more of your upper back, but we're also going to help strengthen the back of your shoulders, okay? So your palms are gonna be looking at you with your elbows like just directly, just slightly below. That looks good right there. And we're gonna see how this feels on that shoulder, on that right side. So very carefully, you're gonna slowly open your arms out, but not going behind, like right about there, and then bring it forward. Does that feel okay so far? Okay, so that is your end game there. You're gonna open out and pause. All right, so I want you to think about, I'm gonna adjust you again, so I'm gonna push you slightly forward, like that direction, lean forward, lift up, and try to keep this flat. I don't want you to think that you need to like squeeze anything behind you, but allow this work to come from the back of your shoulder. Hold, and then release it. You don't even have to open out that wide. And let's go 4. Yeah, so try not to go out so wide. I still want those arms to be like slightly in front of you. 3, hold. Good, I'm gonna be lean forward a little bit, but then puff your chest up a tad. There you go. 2 more. And last time. Good. And then release. Now you're gonna go ahead and hold on to the, like right up here, the tape. And then I'm gonna have you add in a little rotation here, okay? So as you're holding on, you're going to take your left elbow and you're gonna rotate into it, looking at your left elbow as you turn, okay? This arm stays straight. Left elbow only. Yes, and then come back through center. Left elbow again. How much more rotation can you get on that left side? There, yes, nice. 1 more like that. And then come back through center. Now we're gonna go to the right side. So you're gonna go ahead and pull just with the right side. And come back. That's why I'm holding on to this, because it's natural to like wanna bend both elbows, but I want you to keep this left arm straight. And back through center. Rotate. Interesting.
What?
You were more stable on that right side because it's your tighter side, and this left side kind of wants to navigate with it. So I'm like trying to keep you.
I can feel this in my
low back.
No, my shoulder.
In your shoulder. Okay. Okay. So
the hurty part.
Okay. So with that being said, are you able to pull this way?
Like this?
Yes. Okay, now release it. Loosen up the grips you're holding on where the metal clips are at. Yes, so I'm just reducing the tension on you. Does that feel a little bit better?
It does, but I know I'll feel it in a minute.
On the shoulder?
It could be therapy, it could be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to dig a little deeper on what that is doing, but dropping, like instead of pulling.
But I'm also wondering like how much is mental, like how much is my body trying to prepare when maybe it doesn't need to?
The first thing that people go through is fear. When they know that they have pain, they automatically think fear in a lot of things because they want to prevent that. So possibly is what you're saying. Let's just do one more. Good. And then go ahead and release it. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this away, and you can carefully step off to the side. And we're gonna do a little bit of the front here. So you're gonna have a seat again, facing this direction. And I still have you on that medium and that light spring. We'll see how you're doing on this one. Because I can definitely reduce the tension, but grab a hold of your loop here behind you. You feel it? Yep. And on that side, and then pull forward. Like, does that feel pretty heavy for you?
No, it feels.
Just keep your elbows right here.
It doesn't feel.
It feels okay?
I can feel the tension. I wouldn't call it heavy though.
Okay. So as we get moving, let me know if this is way too heavy. What I'm looking for is like, is your form gonna make some big change? It's not. That's why I'm keeping you as is. So you'd have to like let me know at that point. Okay. So palms are looking up, fingertips are reaching forward. Roll those shoulders back and lift your chest up. Okay, drop them down, keep your chest lifted. And I'm gonna have you just straighten your arms. And then you're gonna bend your elbows. Good. Continue. And try to isolate your torso so it's not moving. Basically, the only thing that are moving are your arms. And then back in. And extend. Yep. So right now you're trying to reach out of your shoulders. I want your shoulders literally to stay as is and just reach until you feel like you're going to move your shoulder. And maybe that's not all the way. That's better. Did that feel different? Mm-hmm. Because right now you're working so much out of like, it's like you're kind of like a pitcher. You know when a pitcher like throws, there's like, and they're like almost like going to dislocate their shoulder at that point. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to like move from there. I want you to keep your shoulders back so that you're moving just from the muscle group in front. So it could limit your range, and that's totally fine. Let's do 3 more. And back in. And 2. Good. 1 more. Drop, drop, drop. And relax it there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this away, and you can come all the way in, and you're gonna step off for me. All right, I wanna give you an extra little stretch here on your hips. So you're going to basically, you're gonna walk around here, and you're gonna have a seat. I'm just gonna show you, but you're gonna have a seat with your left leg up and then your right knee down so that you can get an added hip stretch here, okay? In this next exercise. So we're gonna see, we're gonna see how this goes.
So put my knee on here?
Nope, you're gonna actually sit, and then you're gonna have your left knee facing the mirror here. Yep, just like that. And then can you drop this right knee to look down at the mat? How is this feeling?
Good.
Like you're already in the exercise. So we're gonna take your left hand to the bar, all right? And then you're gonna go ahead and bring your thumb next to your index finger. All right, you're gonna push away from it. And you're gonna lean your left side down towards the springs. Okay, take your right hand and place it across your chest for me. There you go. Just open up right there and drop down. Do you feel a stretch occurring in your hip, in your side? Mm-hmm. Okay, now go ahead and sit yourself back up again. So that's the movement.
Okay.
That's all you're doing.
Okay.
Now I want you to see if this feel good on that right arm to stretch it up and over. If that doesn't, then we're gonna keep your Hand across your chest.
Okay. What part of my hand needs to be on the bar? Just like this part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like the
palm?
Yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and push away. And then you'll come back in.
When do I lift my right arm up?
Come back in. We'll do it on your next one.
Okay.
So take your arm out. Right palm is up. Now, as you press away, reach your arm up and over, and let me know if that feels okay on your shoulder.
It starts to hurt about there, but
Then that's your stopping point.
okay.
But do you feel a little bit more of a stretch through your ribs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then go ahead and come back up. And if it doesn't feel good at all raising your arm, we do not have to do that.
No, it felt good.
Okay.
It felt good through here.
Okay, so then you know your stopping point when you come up. We're gonna do 2 more like that. And back down. Last one. Nice. And then back down. Okay, let's do the other side.
Okay.
Okay, so right,
Set.
yep. Your right knee is gonna go that way, exactly. So this is the tighter side. Okay, and your left side, your shoulder has been fine at this point, right?
This shoulder? Yeah.
So we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna have your left arm out. Yes, and as you push with your right arm, you're gonna reach up and over with your left. There you go. And then drop both shoulders. There. And then sit yourself up. So we did 5 on the other side, so we're gonna do about 4 more here. Nice and easy.
Does this look okay?
It looks like a ballerina. Yes, you look fine. Good. Honestly, yeah, you just want to just think about stretching. That's all I want you to think about right now, just stretching that side. Good. And come back up. And 1 more. Good. Did the hip get as much of a stretch here too?
I didn't feel it as much.
On this side, the left side was tighter.
Yeah.
But this,
This felt good.
okay. All right, I'm gonna have you exit off behind you carefully. And we're gonna finish it with 1 more exercise, all right? So this is basically to strengthen your backside. And I'm gonna leave you as is. I'm actually going to keep your foot bar up on purpose, and you're gonna lie on your stomach here, so your chest is gonna come off the box, and your legs are gonna go this direction.
Over the
foot bar,
okay.
yes. Okay. And so move your chest forward a little bit more.
Oh, even more. Okay.
Yes, like that. You're gonna hold on to where the black tape is at on both of the ropes. And then I want you to keep your legs separated, but I do want you to think about lifting your thighs off the box. So that means it takes work for you to be here, right?
Yep.
Take your arms on the outside of the frame. There you go. Oh, there you go. Here. There you go. And you're gonna keep your arms straight, and I just want you to move them all the way up to your hips with straight arms. So you're moving from here. And then again, that bar is a reminder to keep your legs up. That's why I did not lower it, because I want you to really think about lifting from your thighs. There you go. So you're gonna feel your butt cheeks there working too, through your glutes. But the whole posterior chain of your body is what we are capturing here. So again, think of the muscles from there, lengthen out through your neck. Yep, eyesight is down the whole time. Let's go ahead and take it for another 4. Lift, 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 reach. You got it. And back down. And 3, I'm gonna pull on your ankles here. Think of, again, reaching out, out, out. And lower. Good. 2, all you. Yes. And back down. And 1 more time. Can you lift that left thigh off the box a little bit more? There you go. Yes. And come back down. Good work. Hang those loops up on the pegs for me. You can exit to your right. And you're going to stand right here. Okay? So right here where my feet are at. So we're gonna finish it with a couple roll downs. And I'm gonna have you basically separate your feet so that they're parallel hip distance apart. So just take a glance down at them and soften your stance a little bit. It's a little too wide. So bring it in a little closer and then turn your big toes slightly inward. Yes. I know you probably feel pigeon toe now, but you're gonna bring your arms all the way up and then you're gonna go ahead and just roll down, reach your fingertips into the well there. All the way, as far as you can go that it feels like you can't go any further. So relax your shoulders, relax your arms completely. Yes, and then start to rebuild your spine up one vertebra at a time, bone by bone. Head being the last thing up, relax your arms, relax your arms. Head's the last thing to come up and roll your shoulders back. Keep your arms down. Yes, like that. Yes, one more time. Can we bring your arms up overhead? And then go ahead and roll yourself down, just diving into the well. Nice. Relax everything, just hang heavy. And then start to draw your belly button up and towards your spine as you begin to rebuild. Press into your feet firmly. Let your arms relax beside you as you restack your spine up one vertebra at a time. Head's the last thing to come up and then roll your shoulders back. And breathe. Good work. How are we feeling?
I like that.